how much responsibility do you take? I mean, really, how much responsibility do you take? To meet new people, to learn new things, to try and experiment new ways of doing business. I see this everywhere. Businesses complaining that the economy is not so good, that we're retrenching staff, that we're pushing our salespeople even harder because times are tough. But you know what these people aren't doing? Taking responsibility for trying new things, for experimenting, to getting out of that comfort zone, to start dealing with this internal dialogue that makes us victims of this future rather than architects of it. This is what I do. This is what I inspire myself to do on a daily basis, to wake up, try new things, experiment new ways of showing up. And dealing with organizations both locally and globally, I see the same pattern. People complaining that businesses isn't that good or the economy is failing, but meanwhile doing the same old boring bullshit as every other day. Please use me. I'll be at your conferences. I'm quite entertaining, and also I try and add a little bit of comedy into the space of getting people to stop peeing in their nappies, stop acting like things are still the same, and getting us prepared and have the right psychology to get ready for the future. Thank you.
John, not just the glasses that are bold, but also some of your thoughts. I love the energy. And so interesting how we always focused on things that we can't control as opposed to things that we can control.
Yeah, I think, I'm working different boardrooms pretty much every day of the week. And it's always the same thing. From the biggest organizations to the smallest businesses, people are doing the same thing, pushing harder, and still expecting things to become better at the end of the day. And it boggles my mind.
So what are the most successful businesses doing in this day and age to stay profitable?
They are moving away from competitive advantage and capability advantage and becoming consumer focused. In other words, it doesn't matter what your competition is doing. It's quite irrelevant. And it also doesn't matter what your capabilities are. It's irrelevant. Is what is your consumer, the human person that you're trying to solve a problem for, wanting from you? The businesses that are being the most successful are the ones jumping categories, the ones that are partnering and collaborating with different types of businesses to bring a new solution to that human consumer.
Are businesses agile enough these days?
No, they're not. And I think that's what it is. And I think as leaders of organizations, they are not agile enough. Most leaders in our world today are accountants and engineers. These people have been trained for stability. They haven't been trained for innovation. They haven't been trained for agility. So we need to adopt a new way of leadership in order to be braver, bolder, and more courageous in the decisions we're going to make.
So before we started this morning, we were chatting over coffee, and we were saying, you were talking about C's and E's.
Yes. So
take us about that.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We live in a world where we have between 4,000 and 24,000 brand messages shouting at us a day. This is a Harvard Business Review study. How do we as business owners grab the attention of a consumer that's become a ninja at taking all marketing out the way? What we've got to learn is we've got to start seizing the attention of this consumer and then easing them into dealing with us. It's seize and ease. Not shout louder, push harder, cut sales. If you're doing any of those, you're on the wrong boat, ladies and gentlemen. Innovation allows us to attract customers to us and magnetize the best employees. This is all about seizing and easing the consumer journey with us.
Well, there you have it, John Sanei, and I know your book's doing unbelievably well. Just grab it here again. What's your moonshot? You can't miss it. It's a bright yellow.
Yes, hashtag the yellow book.
Oh, is that it? Hashtag the yellow book.
People have started doing that. I don't know why. Hashtag the yellow book.
And it says on the cover here, future-proof yourself and your business in the age of exponential disruption.
Thank you very much.
There you go. A window into an energetic and also a very stylish speaker. Thank you very much, John Sanei. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Cheers. Thank you.